Not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Jameis to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And he connects with Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Keep on coming.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, it's Mack. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard. But sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll try to throw now. Winston. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Steelers. Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Balaj. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
37-yard attempt.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. The kidder here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
10 at the 28-yard line.
A draw play for Mixon. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Number 25, Marlon Mack.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
play action now. Winston.
33-yard line.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Pittsburgh.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Winston. He dumps this off to Mack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Now Winston. Flushed out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Complete to
Chase Claypool, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, they run with Mixon, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. On the toss, here's Balaj. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Balaj. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's a give to Matt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Winston. Ebron's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down, Winston. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And they'll get him down right about the 20. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. On third down, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Logan Wilson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He was J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
The tackle
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here we go with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Winston to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Winston. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. A final shot now for Burrow. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Pittsburgh, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.